In the early days, when the world was young and untamed, Zeus ruled as the supreme god of Olympus. Known as the god of thunder, sky, and lightning, he was both feared and revered across all realms. Zeus had inherited the throne for a brutal battle with his father, Cronus, casting him into the depths of Tartarus and establishing a new age for the gods. Zeus wielded unimaginable power, his strength rivaled by none. But despite his wisdom, his temper was legendary. His anger, once unleashed, was as fierce as the storms he commanded. In one infamous tale, Zeus's wrath was provoked in a way that would leave its mark on both gods and mortals. One day, Zeus received word that the mortals below had grown prideful, disregarding their offerings to the gods and ignoring Olympus. Their hubris angered Zeus. He had created these beings with the gift of life and fire, yet they defied him with their arrogance and greed. To him, this lack of respect could not go unpunished. With storm clouds gathering, Zeus descended to the edge of Mount Olympus, looking down upon the mortal cities. His gaze was cold, his face shadowed by a fierce determination. Calling forth his thunderbolts, Zeus unleashed a lightning storm of such intensity that the skies turned dark and the air crackled with energy. The mortals below cowered in fear, realizing the fury of their king. But the lightning was not enough. Zeus wanted to teach them a lesson they would never forget. He commanded the winds to howl and the rains to pour, flooding villages and washing away cities built on arrogance and greed. Rivers overflowed, and crops were destroyed as Zeus's storm swept through the land, showing the mortals the power of a god scorned. In Olympus, the other gods watched in awe and fear. They knew well the price of disrespecting the king of the gods, but some whispered among themselves, wondering if Zeus's punishment was too severe. His daughter Athena, goddess of wisdom, spoke out, urging him to show mercy. Yet Zeus, fueled by rage, would not be swayed. The mortals needed to understand that their fate was in his hands, and without respect for the gods, they were nothing. Finally, after days of relentless storms, Zeus relented. He raised his hand, calling the storm back and allowing the skies to clear. The mortals, humbled and terrified, returned to the temples with offerings and prayers. They understood now that Zeus was not just a god of power, but also a god of order of force that would not be defied. As the storm subsided, Zeus returned to his throne on Olympus, satisfied that balance had been restored. From that day on, mortals knew to honor the gods and remember their place beneath the heavens. And though the skies were calm, they knew the wrath of Zeus could return at any time, as fierce and unforgiving as ever. Thus, the legend of Zeus's wrath spread across the land, reminding all who heard it that the king of Olympus ruled not only with wisdom, but with a power that could shake the earth itself.